Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by again today. Truly grateful. A disproportionate number of black men are being taken advantage of overseas. And I just want to talk about it today. This is not an indictment against black men. It's sort of a wake-up call. Just what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing over here. It may be because most of the men that I see over here and deal with in close proximity are black. But the numbers don't lie, guys. You know, y'all hear all these horror stories that I tell. The majority of them are black men. And I just want to give my take on it and why I think that's happening. This is an effort to be helpful. You know, that's what my video is about. So let's just get right into it. One of the reasons, the big reasons that I believe so many of us are being taken advantage of, or at least they're trying to take advantage of us, is because we're trying to do the right thing. We want to do the right thing. We know our reputation and our image around the world. It's a bad one. It's a wrong one. But what we want to do is erase that. We try to shatter those images. And a lot of times we overcompensate. You know, we have something to prove as providers. You know, they say we're absent fathers. So we overcompensate. We spend a lot more money than we should. We end up getting in a lot of jackpot situations, you know, whether it involves a visa, getting married. I just said money, you know, just taking on a lot of unnecessary responsibility overseas. I'm not just talking about the Philippines. There's horror stories all over the world. But we've got a reputation problem, and a lot of this is subconscious. And we're just trying to prove it to be wrong, you know, about us being promiscuous, you know, we're easy. So that's really the main reason, the first thing I believe hinders us when we travel overseas. We come face to face with that reputation and we're trying to disprove it. And so we overcompensate. Now, the second thing I'm going to tell you, the reason why a lot of black men are being taken advantage of overseas, or at least they're trying to take advantage of us, is because we're hard-headed. We don't take advice well. We'll say, well, you can't tell me nothing. I mean, you can be looking at something right in the face and miss it. Somebody can tell you, hey, man, look, don't fool with this woman over here. Don't go this way. And you go anyway. You know, we had a lot of things, you know, we're not really, when we do ask for help, we're not giving the whole story, but we're hard-headed, man. This is what I run into a lot of times. I see a lot of guys over here in the Philippines who could have easily avoided the problems they've had. Simply hard-headedness. You know, they want to do it on their own, and that's their prerogative, you know, but I'm just telling you that this is the reason why I see so many black men being taken advantage over here. You know, we're just doing all kinds of things that we shouldn't even do. You know, why would you build a house for someone that you have no ties to at all? It goes back to the subconscious. Again, you know, we're trying to disprove, you know, we're not cheap. We got more than what you think we have, you know. We're always at odds with that reputation. But yeah, we're hard-headed. Our inability to say no is another reason that I've seen a problem with brothers overseas. We just won't say no because, again, it goes back to the image and that reputation, and we feel we're going to lose out on the good thing that we've found over here. So we're very hesitant to say no. We very seldom say no. So we end up doing things we really don't want to do. Let's face it. And that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. Remember, I did a video a long time ago. The default word over here is no. Don't ever be afraid to pull that out of your arsenal. If you don't want to do it, just say no, not at this time. But don't feel the need to say yes because of your fear of losing out. Doesn't matter because you're a black man, you still got the royal flush over here, okay? Just stand your ground. And that kind of brings us to the next thing that I see. We have a low self-worth, a low self-esteem. You know, that comes from, all the years of being told you're nothing. The images and all of that play out on television, in the movies, in real life. So we have a low self-esteem, so we end up settling for things that are far less than what we deserve. Look, guys, don't settle for anything that you don't absolutely want 100%. But we're settling because of our low self-esteem, our low self-worth. You're good enough, but we're being used, man, at a disproportionate number overseas, and I see it. This is a wake-up call. All the passport bros traveling around the world looking for love, looking for relationships, man. We've got a target on our backs, guys, and y'all don't even know it. I'm the only one that's going to tell you. I'm the only one with balls enough to talk about it. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm trying to wake you up. A lot of this stuff is subconscious, so you don't even see it. But I see it because I'm paying attention. But the next thing, and from what I see, a lot of us, we're seen as desperate over here. And, that just ties into the low self-esteem and low self-worth. And they said, well, you ought to be happy with whatever you get overseas and however you're treated. You should be thankful somebody's even wanting you because they don't want you over there. Trust me, they know about us around the world. They know more about us than we know about ourselves. And this video is just a flashing red light to guys because a lot of the people who are coming over here, let's just keep it on the Philippines since this is where I am. This is their first time overseas. They've never traveled overseas. They don't know what life is really like outside of their comfort zone, outside of their cities and states. They think everything is the same here as it is everywhere else. They don't know what signs to look for. A lot of us are older, so we seem like we're in a hurry. We're rushing to do things that you have no business rushing into, marrying, building houses, and, taking on just unnecessary responsibilities that you have no need to do that. So yeah, this is like a heart-to-heart talk with my brothers today. I'm not picking on you. This is not an indictment against you. This is just what I'm seeing. A disproportionate number of black men are being taken advantage of overseas for those reasons that I said. We got something to prove. Everybody knows our reputation as being poor providers, as being womanizers. We're promiscuous. We're absent fathers. A lot of that is wrong. So we overcompensate. We'll come over here and start buying up stuff and trying to disprove and shatter that reputation and that bad image. Just be yourself. Is all I'm trying to say, man. Just be yourself. We're hard-headed. Learn how to take some advice, man. Maybe it's because we're set in our ways. We're older. You can't tell me nothing. I got this. But this is your first time in the Philippines. It's your first time overseas. You need some help, man. If not, you're going to continue to get tricked up over here. We're afraid to say no, afraid we're going to lose out on the best thing we've ever had. Well, this isn't the best thing you've ever had. Stand your ground. Say no. It's the default word over here. You still have the royal flush. It doesn't matter. And when you stand your ground, when you say no, they're going to get over it. They're used to hearing no. They look at us as being desperate. We're seen as being desperate. And we come off as being desperate. Because the minute we land, man, we're leading with our wallet. You know, we're overcompensating. We're doing things that we shouldn't even be doing the first day you get here. All of that comes from low self-esteem. You know, we think we're not good enough. We always in a fight with that reputation and that image. You know, we always think we got something to prove. So I'm sending out this wake-up call to the passport bros, to black men traveling overseas. Whether it's your first time or whether it's your 10th time, there's a target on our back. A disproportionate number of black men that I'm coming in contact with. We're being taken advantage of. Millions and millions of pesos. You know, the women that we're settling for, we deserve better. The situations we're settling for, we deserve better, guys. And that's all this is today. So thank y'all so much for stopping by again. Wherever you are in the world, there's always going to be somebody worse off than you. If you can, help them. And not a day goes by, I don't help somebody in the Philippines. Every single day. If you're over here right now, there's no excuse why you shouldn't be helping somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.